really can't believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth, but Mephisto has officially, finally been confirmed in the MCU. And that episode of Agatha All Along ended on a crazy cliffhanger. And there were a whole bunch of little Easter eggs hidden throughout. And me and you, we gotta talk about it. This is your spoiler warning. I am gonna be recapping the entire episode, so if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, but come back later because I do want to hear your thoughts. This episode picks up with our witches going down the road. And they're barefoot too. They got their toes out, looking like our ancestors. Which is when Mrs. Hart veers off the path and gets into a sticky situation. These witches really gotta get it out the mud. Or I guess get her out the mud. Agatha's face says it all. So she's like, rule number 1, don't split up. Which is when a beautiful beach house magically shows up, looking like the house from Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And there's also still a lot of mystery behind who Teen is. But he's enjoying the dangers of the Witch's Road a little too much. Is he Billy Kaplan? Is he Nicholas Scratch? I guess we'll never know. When they enter the house, they find out that this is actually going to be a witch trial. And there's going to be multiple across the road. Riddle me this, Batman. My age has value. I'm no fun alone. Mess with your mind. My tricks are well known. He lies still. Vengeance? I'm not passing the first trial. I'm cooked. But Mrs. Hart says, why? That's the answer. She's trying to get faded off rip. But it turns out they gotta drink this wine as a part of the trial, which is when Jennifer, my bad, moment of weakness. But she tells Teen not to trust Agatha, telling them that there's a rumor out there that Agatha traded her son for the Darkhold. That's some shady shit and a great way to avoid child support payments. But then she says her son could be a demon or an agent of Mephisto! That's right. Jennifer Kale is the first person to name drop Mephisto in the MCU. If you don't know who Mephisto is, he's basically the MCU's version of the devil, with the most famous agent of Mephisto probably being Ghost Rider. And let me just tell you, you don't want to make a deal with this devil. I'm looking at you, Peter Parker. Could Teen be her son? Anyway, they all end up drinking the wine except for Agatha. She's a sneaky little bit. And they all start looking like they went to Dr. Miami. Or I guess in this case, a doctor from hell. They went to Dr. Calhoun County. But then they all start having hallucinations, tripping balls like they're on an ayahuasca trip. Shout out Aaron Rodgers. Then they finally get Agatha to drink the wine. And it turns out that shit is poison. They're gonna die. Welcome to Miami. Unless they can find a potion that can cure them. So yes, this is Jennifer Kale's trial. Looks like every witch is gonna get their own version of this, and thankfully they get enough supplies to try to work on the potion. It looks like it's working. Then Agatha starts tripping, seeing her son. Surprise, motherfucker! It's the Darkhold, not your baby. So it looks like that rumor was true. But the potion slightly starts working, but there's something missing, which is when Agatha gets a really cool moment to pep talk Jennifer Kale in the most Agatha way possible. And boom, you looking for this? That's not a bun in the oven. That's your way out. They passed the first trial, but not without losing someone along the way. Took Mrs. Hart from us. That was today. Don't go to the light. Marvel, how can y'all do this to kids? About to be knocking at your door tonight. Of course, Agatha says, who the hell is Mrs. Hart? That's where the episode ends. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was definitely my least favorite episode. Just wasn't a big fan of the whole setting and everything. So hopefully the episodes get better from here on out, because there's a lot of really cool potential with these trials. And we might just be seeing Wanda, Mephisto. I'm gonna be locked in, twin.